Okay, have you seen the prices of gold these days? It's 14,500 for a single gram of gold. 14,500. Now you might be happy like my wife's jewelry is worth more. For you it does, not for me. But wait for a second. Why is gold suddenly skyrocketing to the moon? What's happening? And at other side, the global investment from India, they are pulling out. Just in this month of January, they pulled out 22,000 crore from Indian market. Something is cooking in this financial kitchen of the world, my friend. See, usually when stock market crashes, it makes big noise, red lines everywhere, news anchors screaming at you. But for now, it's a silent fire. Sensex looks okay, everything's fine. It's a bit shaky, but it looks fine. But underneath all that, the plumbing of global economy is leaking. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening between USA, China, India right now in English. No PhD economics needed, just simple logic. And wait till the end because I'm going to tell you one specific thing you need to do with your money, not a financial advice, to cater to what's coming next, because you don't want to be the guy who's holding on to the paper money when the music stops. Okay, let's start with the elephant in the room, American debt. So think of this. You have a friend who earns 1 lakh per month, but he spends 2 lakh. He just takes up loan from the credit card and he spends those money. And the cycle remains. He borrows the money, spends it, borrows the money and spends it. So here's the picture. American debt is 38.4 million, not million, 38.4 trillion dollars. That number is so big, even your calculator might start giving you errors. So here's what's going on. China is like the rich uncle who's funding that lifestyle to America. What China does, it produces cheap goods and sells it to America, earns dollar in return, and here's the main key part. He uses that dollar to buy American treasury bonds. And what happens? America buys goods from China, China earns dollar, and China buys American debt. And that's the cycle. That's the cycle that's going on. But this month, January 2026, that cycle broke. China has dumped its US debt to a record low of 17 years. And they are not the only ones who are selling it. It's Japan, it's Saudi Arabia. They are all selling their US treasury bonds. So why does this affect you sitting in India? So here's what happens when nobody is buying your loan. What you do, you go into the market and start screaming, hey, please take loans from me, please buy my US treasury bonds. Okay, I will give you more interest, like 4.5% or maybe 5% interest. So what happens? Those foreign investor in your country who have invested those money, they see that okay, USA is giving me 5% interest guarantee and I'm risking my money in India. So what they do, they press the sell button, they take all their stocks, sell everything, like whatever HDFC, Infosys, Reliance, whatever they have, they sell all those stocks, take that rupee, convert to dollar, take back to America, buy US treasury bond. And that's why those 22,000 crores from India vanished just in this month. And that is why you are seeing that rupee is sitting at 91 against dollar. It's not because India is weak, it's because USA is desperate. But wait, there's a twist in the story. When US economy shakes, the whole world shakes. And this time, it's not happening because India and China has built a backdoor. And the backdoor is called Ambridge. Think of Ambridge like a WhatsApp group of money, but for central bank. So earlier what used to happen, if India wants to buy oil from some country like UAE, they had to pay that money in dollar. So dollar goes through New York, then to the UAE. So when dollar goes to New York, America can see it, they can stop it, they can sanction it. And that's not good. That's not favorable for any country, right? They can leverage that power. What now? So what Embrace does, it settles that money instantly in digital ledger. So how this works? Like India wants to buy oil, they pay that amount in rupee or dirham, and that amount is settled instantly. No dollar, no New York, nothing. As of November, that platform has processed $55 billion of trade. This is huge, and that is why when you see people questioning like, hey, US going to sanction you, to our energy minister, there's no panic. He does not care because he knows he can buy that oil for their country in the local currency. But America is not blind, we all know. So you keep hearing about this Trump traffic. That is what it's all about. America saw, okay, you guys don't want to use my dollar. Here's a 25% traffic on all your goods that you export to us. This is the scary part. It's a trade war. If USA puts a 25% tax on our IT services and textile, this will hit India hard. And it's scary. So both parties are currently playing a game of chicken and no one's waiting. They both have a brake on the accelerator and no one's stopping. So what does this mean for daily life in people like us in India? I will break it down in good, bad, and the ugly. So here's the good. We are secured on energy. Not like in 2008 and 13, we were going almost bankrupt because we could not buy oil because we did not have any dollar to buy that oil with. We are safe now. We have an alternative. The bad. Your imported gadgets that you keep buying are going to get expensive. That iPhone you are thinking to buy, it's going to get expensive. That Nvidia GPU you want to buy will get expensive. So that's the bad part. The ugly. People in IT sector, listen to me carefully. When US economy goes into recession because of the US debt, the first thing they do is stop outsourcing. The American companies goes into survival mode, and then they don't go out there and start a new contract with companies like TCS and HCL, whatever. They don't do multi-billion-dollar contracts. They stop doing that. They will instead, what they will do, they'll start firing people. So if your entire livelihood is on a job where the client is in New York, you are in the blast radius. Okay, enough being gloomy. Okay, I'm not gonna fear monger you. Here's a solution that I promise you at the start of video. So this is not a financial advice. The first thing, the SGB shield. It's a sovereign gold bond. Stop keeping all your money in fixed deposit. What it does nothing. The inflation is eating that money. What SBGs do, they give you 2.5% interest and the appreciation of gold value that goes, right? And if you keep those bonds till maturity, even the capital gain tax is zero on those. And the central banks are buying gold right now. The reserve banks are buying gold now. So why you're sitting home? You should be buying gold. It's that simple. The second thing, if you have a US client, start looking for an Indian client. I know they don't pay enough like US clients, but it's a safer option because that client in San Francisco might go bankrupt next month. So pivot your skills towards solving problems in India, and that's gonna save you. The third one is a bit weird, but any electronics you were going to buy, a PC, a laptop, PS5, whatever, a camera, buy it right now because rupee is currently sitting at 91 and there are more traffics coming with announcements. So it will get expensive. So if you're gonna buy something, buy it right now because think of it like a discount. It's currently sitting at discount. So here's the bottom line. Dollar is currently losing its crown in the world economy. And India is sitting at a decent spot. If you don't panic and be smart, move some money in gold, look for Indian customer, open your eyes, you're gonna be safe. So do me a favor, if you find this useful, share this to a friend who needs to know all this. And for now, stay safe, stay invested, and goodbye.